Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Bear here. This is Bear's Mix. Welcome to my channel. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Welcome back to part two of my mini-series here, called We the People, where I go over and read to you guys the full text of our founding documents and other important documents in our nation's history. Uh, Last week, or 2 weeks ago rather, on July 4th, I read to you the full text of the Declaration of Independence, which was our divorce decree from King George, from England, becoming a free and separate states. Uh, Today, I'm going to read to you the full text of the Bill of Rights. 2 weeks from today, I will be reading to you the full text of the Declaration of Independence. I'm sorry, not the Declaration of Independence, the U.S. Constitution. Then I'm going to go on. I'm going to get into in later videos. I'm going to cover each of the Federalist Papers, each of the Silence Do-Good letters. The Federalist Papers basically explain what our founders were thinking and what they were intended to do to found our country and to explain some of the stuff in the Declaration and the U.S. Constitution. I'm also going to go over the Silence Do-Good letters, which were written by young Benjamin Franklin to his family's newspaper. I want to say it was the New England Carrier. Don't quote me on that. Uh, where he portrayed himself as a elderly, widowed woman by the name of Silence Dogood. And these letters he wrote were published. I'm going to get into the Gettysburg Address. I'm going to get into the Emancipation Proclamation and a few other documents and parts of our history. Now, I'm getting ready to read you guys the Bill of Rights. Now, keep in mind, the original Bill of Rights had 12 amendments in it. The first two were not ratified. Later on, in 1995, the Second Amendment was finally ratified under the 25th Amendment. So, yeah, they brought one of them back. Uh, and the first two amendments that were not um, approved and accepted was Article the First. After the first enumeration requires by the first article of the Constitution, there shall be one representative for every 30,000 until the number shall amount to 100, after which the proportion shall be regulated by Congress that there shall be not less than 100 representatives, nor less than one representative for every 40,000 persons, until the number of representatives shall amount to 200, after which the proportion shall be so regulated by Congress that there shall not be less than 200 representatives, nor more than one representative for every 50,000 persons. The original Second Amendment, um, that, as I said, was later ratified in 1995 under the 25th Amendment. No law varying the compensation for service of the senators or representatives shall take effect until an election of representatives shall have intervened. Now, these first two articles, or first two amendments um, to the Bill of Rights, were never accepted. They were never ratified. Um, so, what we now know as the Second Amendment would have actually been the Fourth Amendment, and what we now know as the First Amendment shall have been the Third Amendment. All right, guys, I'm going to get right into this document here and more right after this brief introduction. All right, guys, welcome back. Let's get right into it. On September 25th in 1789, the First Congress of the United States proposed 12 amendments to the Constitution. The 1789 Joint Resolution of Congress proposing the amendments is on display in Rotunda at the National Archives. 10 of the 12 amendments were ratified by three-fourths of the state legislatures on my birthday, December 15th, 1791. The ratified Articles 3 through 12 constitute the first 10 amendments of the United States Bill of Rights and the U.S. Constitution. In 1992, I'm sorry, I said 95 earlier, I meant 19, it was 1992. 203 years after it was proposed, Article 2 was ratified in the 27th Amendment, not the 25th. I made a second mistake there. I do apologize. I want to try and give you guys the best information possible. Article 1 was never ratified. So, here's the full transcript. Congress of the United States began and held at the City of New York on Wednesday, the 4th of March, 1798. The convention of a number of states, having at the time of their adopting the Constitution expressed a desire in order to prevent misconstruction or abuse of its powers, that further declaratory and restrictive clauses should be added, and as extending on the grounds of public confidence, the government will best ensure the benefit ends of its institutions. Resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America and Congress assembled two-thirds of both houses concurring that the following articles proposed to the legislature of the several states as amendments to the Constitution of the United States, all or any of which articles, when ratified by three-fourths of said legislatures, to be valid to all intents and purposes as part of said Constitution. Articles. In addition to the amendments to the Constitution of the United States proposed by Congress and ratified by the legislature of the several states pursuant to the fifth article of the original Constitution. All right, guys. Sorry, I had to get something to drink real quick. Anyways, let's get back into this. These amendments were ratified on December 15th, 1791, and form what we now know as the Bill of Rights. First Amendment. Congress shall make no law representing an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievance. Amendment 2. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Amendment 3. No soldier shall, in time of peace, be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. The Fourth Amendment. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. The Fifth Amendment, this is one people hear all the time. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime, unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. The Sixth Amendment. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right of a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. The Seventh Amendment. In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any courts of the United States than according to the rules of common law. Amendment 8. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fine imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. The Ninth Amendment, the enumeration of the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. And the 10th Amendment, which is kind of a big one, and it's finally starting to show its face here lately. Uh, 10th Amendment is the power not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. Now, there are an additional 16 amendments, 11 through 27, which I'm not going to get into. I might do that in a later video. The first 10 amendments that were ratified on December 15th, 1791, are what constitute and make up our Bill of Rights as it is today. And that's what this video is about, the Bill of Rights. But yeah, I will do another video later on talking about amendments 11 through 27, the other 16 amendments. But those really don't fall in favor with the history of today's videos. And so we're going to cover that in a later segment. All right, guys, that's it for today. I really appreciate you being here. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have a channel. Much love and respect for every single one of you. Please make sure you ring that notification bell so be notified when the next video is released. I'm going to be starting a shorts series as well. That'll probably be a totally different channel, built by Bear. Where it'll be just a bunch of 60-second videos on simple DIY projects you can do yourself for fun or with the kids. Little family bonding thing. Hey guys, that's it for now. As always, keep it between the ditches, keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down. I'll see you out there on the highways, and go Army, beat Navy.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.